Hey gang, Mark here over at gamesandme, and I'm here with the lovely producer of the Devil's Playground Burlesque Show, Miss Courtney Cruz.
Hi.
And right now we're at the encore of the video game Burlesque Show. So if you could please tell our audience what exactly it's all about.
Well, we did it May 9th here at the Bordello the first time, and we had such a great reaction from people that we decided to do an encore performance. So we decided that during E3 would probably be the best time to do that because there's a lot of people visiting from out of town that wouldn't normally be able to come to shows.
Exactly. Hi, now I'm with the lovely Eliza Bane. She plays Blood Rayne, is that correct?
Yes, Rayne from Blood Rayne.
Yes.
Yes.
And how did you go about choosing her as a character to dress up as?
Well, I have a dirty little secret.
Really?
You know, I am into video games, but at the risk of showing my age, I actually, my favorite ones were Donkey Kong and Frogger.
No, those never get old. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, those are my favorites.
I played Frogger when I was young.
Yeah, when you were young, yeah, a lot younger than me. Anyway, but those were my favorites. So when I had to choose a character, of course, those were definitely not in the running because scaly things and furry things, unless the fur is in the right place, just not sexy.
Rayne's definitely one of those chicks that kick your ass. So.
Exactly. I like a little ass-kicking girl, I mean, that's good. And she's a little good and bad, and I'm kind of both as well. I'm definitely the yin and the yang, so, she was perfect for me. So, and I happen to be, a redhead, so.
Right. So you didn't have to stray too far, exactly.
No, exactly. It was kind of right on the money for me.
Now, tell us a bit about the costume itself. Like, did you help design it or created it?
I did. I designed the entire thing, and parts of it I made. And I'm a costume designer, so I either make everything from scratch or I find it and I add to it and I change it and, change it around and make it different. So I did that, and I actually did have a lot of it in my wardrobe already.
Nice.
So that was convenient.
Sharp objects?
Yeah, well actually no, that was with the little help from eBay, which was fantastic, and I was shocked that I actually found it, So yeah, I have the real swords.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're really sharp. And, when I first started rehearsing with them, I was a little bit scared because I accidentally stuck myself in the ass.
$15. Oh my God.
I accidentally stuck myself in the bum.
No, don't worry.
I had to edit that.
Does that hurt? I've never been stabbed in such.
It does hurt, especially when you're in the middle of a butt wiggle.
You can't see the face I'm making, but I'm making a face.
I'm sure you can laugh it off, so.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's a good time.
No, it makes a great story, and so therefore I am happy. I love a great story. That's why I have the life that I have. So it's all good.
So, you plan on doing anything different the second time around as compared to the first show?
Actually, I do. I have fangs.
Ah.
I have fangs that are molded and look like the real thing, and it's a little bit weird for me because I've never worn fangs before, but I got the real deal, and I'm kind of excited about that because that was a huge part of. Obviously the character is a vampire, so, you have to have the fangs. And I was disappointed that I did not have them the first time around, and I plan to use them.
And this is Carlos. He is responsible for creating this very awesome Samus Aran costume from Netflix.
I don't know if it's quite awesome just yet, but I did what I could with the budget that we have, and that's all what this is all about, is being creative. I'd like to think of it as the costume is kind of green, because I use some recycled parts and things like that. But the costumes will definitely get better, and I've been listening to the bloggers and the gamers because I respect them immensely. One of our girls said it best. These guys should be looked at as they're passionate about their art, and that's how I am. So I'm listening to you guys, and I know that the shoulders aren't as big, but the spirit is definitely there.
And we got to be thinking on the practical side too, right?
Well, also too is like you got to make it so the girls can strip out of it. This is a burlesque show.
That's the most important part. Just keep that in mind.
As long as it looks better than any of my cosplay, right?
Yeah, and that you bring another interesting thing is the cosplay. I wonder if you guys can think of like a good name for it. I'd like to say cosplay with a twist, because I found out, I looked into cosplay and what it's about, and that's brilliant. I want to start a movement here with it's cosplay, but we're still doing a burlesque show. I know that. I mean, anyone can perform, can do cosplay, right? But these girls are quite talented in doing their performance art as doing their burlesque show as well. So we're combining. So I think we're hitting on something fresh and unique. That's my whole point here. So.
All right, now I'm with the lovely Gia Rose, dressed as Chun-Li from Street Fighter. Now, first of all, why'd you choose Chun-Li as your character?
Well, Chun-Li and I go way back. I always loved picking her, mainly because of all of her kicks and because she's hot. And I usually won pretty well with her. So when this opportunity came up to get to choose a video game girl, hands down Chun-Li.
Now, most people are intimidated to dressing up as Chun-Li because she has, you know, those famous thighs that you have to fill out.
Yes.
And to be honest, I think you fill it out pretty nicely.
Thank you.
I personally, even though I'm the guy holding the camera here, I thought your performance was very true to the character. I gotta ask, do you do belly dance?
I do not do belly dance. However, I have started dancing when I was 2, and hula is in there.
Nice.
Many things. So.
Are you playing Street Fighter these days?
Not lately.
Not lately.
Not lately.
You know, the new one's out.
Yes.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, Chun-Li's making a big comeback.
Yeah, she's got.
Check that out.
Yeah, go look at her new outfit too. Their alternate one. That's. Yeah, both of us are nodding.
Nice.
So
I was excited about this outfit. I actually made it from scratch.
So I guess you also got a little lucky too, because there was some little malfunction not too long after your performance.
Why does that make me lucky?
Well, it was just, I think that the other girls were put in a tough position, but I think they did really great.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're professionals, and there's been some really interesting little spaces that happens to be what you perform in, and you know, we work it out. It's good. It was a good opportunity to intermingle with the crowd.
Right. And if I could be honest, I think Gia's performance was so awesome that the curtains just like blew up and wouldn't raise anymore.
Yeah, I could see that.
We just got out of the Devil's Playground Burlesque Show over at the Bordello Bar in Downtown L.A. And first of all, I'd like to thank everybody involved with the show, especially Courtney Cruz, who, even though like it was such short notice, she was nice enough to like let us have interviews with her and the rest of the women that were performing. Not only that, she was able to get us in relatively early compared to everybody else that was waiting in line, and also for seating us very close to the stage. So thank you, Courtney. Overall, it was a great show. Despite the technical difficulties, everybody was a good sport about it. The audience, the MC, the dancers. You know, I'm definitely interested in seeing more of Devil's Playground in the future, especially since Courtney made the announcement of Illustrated Ladies coming up in a couple weeks, and of course, comic book Vixens that should be in time for the San Diego Comic-Con.
We had a really fun time at the show tonight. It's really clear that all of the performers love their characters, really got into it, and is more than just, you know, a costume for them. They're into gaming or getting into gaming, and the passion just really shows through. And they were just absolutely, you know who really was good too was the MC. He was a lot of fun, cracking up, and they really worked through a difficult time, and they just all deserve a lot of respect and our thanks for putting on a great show.
So you know what really surprised me, like at this burlesque show? It was the women that were like crazy, you know? You'd expect the guys to be like, oh, come on, show us your tits or whatever, but in actuality, it was the women that was screaming that. And also for the MC to take his pants off, which he did, and you know, just to shut them up, you know. But yeah.
Hey, I'll say that guy's got a future at YowieCon.
But yeah, burlesque show is definitely a more classy place to like have some good time, you know. Hopefully we'll see more of that in the future. But yeah, until next time.